Good morning, viewers. This is Global Entertainment News TV. I am your host, Busola, and welcome to our newspaper review segment. Let's start with the punch. Sexual harassment hearing. Senators Ezekwesili clash. INEC fought Natasha's recall process. Sexual harassment hearing. Senators Ezekwesili clash. INEC fought Natasha's recall process. Moving on to the next. Ex-minister slam Senate over bias in sexual harassment case, hearing adjourned indefinitely. Ex-minister slam Senate over bias in sexual harassment case, hearing adjourned indefinitely. Up to the next. Dollar for petrol. Marketers protest. Dangote exports fuel to US. Orders. Dollar for petrol. Marketers protest. Dangote exports fuel to US. Orders. Moving on to the next. CBN plans fresh battle against forex speculators as Naira slides. CBN plans fresh battle against forex speculators as Naira slide. Moving on to the next. Discos rake in 509 billion naira amid Syria grid collapse. Discos rake in 509 billion naira amid Syria grid collapse. Up to the next. Zimbabwe dim Eagles World Cup, hope after Uyo stalemate. Zimbabwe dim Eagle World Cup, hope after Uyo stalemate. To the next headline. Tinubu lights NSF touch, reaffirms commitment to sports. Tinubu lights NSF touch, reaffirms commitment to sports. Moving on to the next headline. Again, General Hydrocarbons Limited flaws First Bank in court. Again, General Hydrocarbons Limited flaws First Bank to court. That's it for the punch. We move to the Vanguard. Bid to bomb another pipeline in Rivers flood. Bid to bomb another pipeline in Rivers flood. Moving on to the next. Failed democracy. Presidency tackles Obi orders. Failed democracy. Presidency tackles Obi orders. To the next headline. Suspension. Judge hands off Natasha's case. Cite Akpabio's petition. Suspension. Judge hands off Natasha's case. Cites Akpabio's petition. Up to the next. Again, General Hydrocarbon Limited flaws First Bank to court. Again, General Hydrocarbon Limited flaws First Bank to court. Up to the next. Cecilia Ibru from hospital to prison. Cecilia Ibru from hospital to prison. Moving on to the next. Boko Haram raids 2 military formations in Borno. Boko Haram raids 2 military formations in Borno. To the next headline. Dangote propylene production will revive textile industry, save Nigeria $267 million. Dangote propylene production will revive textile industry, save Nigeria's $267 million. That's it for the Vanguard. We move to the Nation. Rivers, cache of arms seized from pipeline bombing suspect. Rivers, cache of arms seized from pipeline bombing suspect. Up to the next. Ibaz appoints SSG, accepts HOS resignation. Ibaz appoints SSG, accepts HOS resignation. Moving on to the next. GHL, we flood First Bank in court. GHL, we flood First Bank in court. Up to the next. Senate throws out Natasha's sexual harassment petition. Senate throws out Natasha's sexual harassment petition. Moving on to the next. First Bank files appeal. First Bank files appeal. That's it for the Nation. We move to the Guardian. Mixed reaction trails proposal to hold general elections in one day. Mixed reactions trailed proposal to hold general elections in one day. Moving on to the next. Minister unveils 5 million jobs initiative for youth. Ministers unveiled 5 million jobs initiatives for youth. Up to the next. Federal government begins crackdown on irregular migrants August 1. Federal government begins crackdown on irregular migrants August 1. Moving on to the next. Appeal court stays action on Bayero Sanusi tussles, returns parties to Supreme Court. Appeal court stays action on Bayero Sanusi tussle, returns parties to Supreme Court. To the next headline. Atiku rallies support for new political movement to unseat Tinubu. Atiku rallies support for new political movement to unseat Tinubu. Moving on to the next. Natasha, petitioners yet to meet requirements for recall, says INEC. Natasha, petitioners yet to meet requirements for recall, says INEC. Up to next. APC, PDP, LP spent 13.4 billion naira on campaigns during Edo-Ondo Goba polls. APC, PDP, LP spent 13.4 billion naira on campaigns during Edo-Ondo Goba polls. Up to the next. Organized Labour threatens nationwide strike over Rivers political crisis. Organized Labour threatens nationwide strike over Rivers political crisis. Moving on to the next. Odinkalu, HURIWA, tells judge to distance themselves from politician. Odinkalu, HURIWA, tells judge to distance themselves from politicians. And that's it for our newspaper review segment. Thank you for joining us today. Be sure to join us again next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more news and updates on Global Entertainment News TV. I've been your host, Bisola, and have a blessed day. Bye.